So today we're going to be talking about administrative searches and regular search warrants and searches. The difference is with administrative searches, you don't need probable cause, or you need consent or a warrant unless it's a highly regulated business. And for regular searches, like legal law enforcement searches, you do need a search warrant, you do need consent, and you do need probable cause. So that's like the difference in those two different searches. So let's go. So I'm going to be talking about a Supreme Court case, Clifford versus Michigan. And in this case, there was a house or residence that burnt down. These two guys, and when the cops and firefighters and inspectors showed up, they had suspicion of arson. So they went inside without a warrant, without any search warrant or anything like that, and they found a crock pot that was hooked up to a time-ticking device. So there's clearly arson that has gone on in this residence. So they brought it to court, and they were convicted of it, and it went to the Supreme Court. They brought it all the way to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court decided that there was no exigent circumstances to go in. They had plenty of time to go get a warrant or a search warrant. How this is different than other situations, like when the inspector, is that it's a highly regulated business. So if you have like a restaurant or something, you don't need a search warrant or administrative search warrant to search, because it is for the safety of the people. But in this case, there was no rush. They had plenty of time to search it. So the guys were all. Hello. Hi. Oh, I'm an inspector. I'll be inspecting your business right now, just making sure everything's approved.
We weren't told about this.
Yeah. Well, you actually don't need to.
No
you don't need to improve because it's a highly regulated business. I don't need an administrative search or a search warrant, so I'm going to be conducting it right now. So if you guys would step aside just so I can do it quick and. Good.
I don't know if that's true or not.
It is. If you have any issues, you can deal with your lawyer or whoever else. So I'm just gonna do a quick search. All right.
Well, it's gonna be a little bit of a mess. We weren't prepared.
Well, you should always be prepared. It's a business. You got cooked meat next to uncooked meat. Is this poop in your microwave?
No,
That's not. Hold on. I'm just gonna have to seize this. I'll baggie that up for later.
It's not ours.
Oh, it's in there. That's not okay. And I'll seize this right here. All right.
How long does it take? We got customers to serve.
Well, actually, guys, from what I found today, you will be closed until further notice.
Our customers still come. Why does it matter?
Your business is not regulated. This restaurant will be closed until further notice. You guys will not know how to sell or make anything in this business. Have a good night.
Alright. Order in the court. We're here today to talk about King versus McKinney. McKinney walked into King's establishment and found rat poop inside the microwave. Is that correct, sir?
That is correct.
That is correct, sir. What do you have to say about that?
So I feel that we were given no warning about a search that was going to be taking place. He had no papers, and I felt like my Fourth Amendment was violated.
And just to get this correct, you had rat poop in a microwave that you used to cook customers' food.
Yes, that is correct, sir.
Alright, thanks, sir.
I'll make my stand now. So, when it comes to highly regulated businesses, like you have and your partner have, we don't need a search warrant. We don't need an administrative search. We can go in and show up at any time as long as it's a reasonable time, and which it was, and we haven't consistently done it in a large amount of time and done it a lot. So personally, by law, the rule is you're allowed to inspect a highly regulated business with no warning and no search warrant or anything like that. And what I found in your business was not FDA approved. Regulations were terrible. Everything was being broken, and it's a safety to the people. So that's why it's a big issue with highly regulated businesses, because it's for the health of the people, and people are not going to be healthy when you have rat crap in your microwave.
Thank you, sir. Based off the information I'm hearing today, the FDA rules state regulations where food needs to be served in proper areas where it's clean and safe for customers, which your establishment was not. Food has to be cooked and served properly, which it was not. Your food was not stored properly. It was stored, you had raw meat next to dry meat, which is also not safe. So therefore, we are going to close down your establishment, and I'm ruling in favor of McKinney until further notice. Yes! You guys, have a great day.
The owners of the business that the inspector inspected were very mad about what happened, and they wanted to bring it to court and said that their Fourth Amendment violation was the Fourth Amendment was violated. So they got to court and they made the case that there was no warrant, no administrative search, there was no warning, there was no reasonable amount of time that they were told. And the inspector's case, when you have a highly regulated business like a restaurant the guys had, then you don't need a search warrant, you don't need an administrative search, you don't need any notice. So in the court, they decided that because it was a highly regulated business and he was at a reasonable time, he didn't come too late or too early, and it wasn't like a consistent amount of time that it happened, they ruled that in favor of the inspector that he was right and he had a legal search of the business and he seized things that was able to be seized.